Imagine you throw Pac-Man and Donkey Kong in a blender. What you get? Pac-Kong! This is Pac-Kong for the Atari 2600. Okay, as you probably guess, they just named it like that to make parents buy. I mean, kids knew what the fuck was a Pac-Man and what the fuck was a Donkey Kong game, but parents just heard their kids saying, "Oh, I like Donkey Kong," and "Oh, I like Pac-Man." And if there is one of part of name in the game, they think, "Oh, I bring it to my children. They would like it." But this game sucks ass. It's hard as shit. It has stupid graphics, and the enemies flicker double the much like the ghosts in Pac-Man. And the ghosts in Pac-Man flicker freaking much. I mean, what actually are the enemies? But first let's start up who you are. You are a guy with a cap running around climbing ladders and jumping over holes. Yep, that's Mario, or at least Jumpman, what he was called first. Instead of Donkey Kong, you have a red bird or whatever on the top moving from left to right, and gold or yellow things. I think these are gold statues, and you have to get one of them because it doesn't matter if you get the left one or the right one, you move up to the next level. So you just have to get one golden statue per in a level to get to the next one. And this is by getting on top of the screen to the boss or whatever you want to call this freaking pixel thing. Yep, that's absolutely Donkey Kong. And as I said, the enemies flicker like shit. That means the enemies are meant by floating red bananas, or they actually could also be red peppers. Okay, let's call them red bananas. So the enemies are meant by red floating bananas that disappear and reappear in like every second, so you never really know where the enemy the fuck is. And then you have like the boss, this freaking bird in smaller, also freaking like shit. So you gotta run, you gotta climb up ladders, jump, and avoid these freaking things, because you can't kill them with a hammer like in the good game like Donkey Kong, or jump on them like in the good game like Super Mario Brothers, or have an attack, or have a life bar. This would be awesome. Then the game wouldn't suck. But it really pisses you off. Always you fall off. I mean, if you're standing on a ledge and you're 2 pixels left on the platform where you're standing, you fall. So jump and collision detections are balls in this game. And you have a timer, but you actually never mention it, because if you die, the timer starts again. And if you get to the next level, it starts again. So if you manage to do a level without dying, probably takes like 15 to 20 seconds, or at least 30 seconds. So the timer is really unnecessary. I never died because the timer ran out, and I think I can't do it because before the time runs out, these freaking bananas and birds got me. So the timer is really unnecessary. But so the second level is like with light blue ones, and there's this one jump. I swear you can't do that jump. But back to the level 1. Basically, you have pink or pink, violet platforms, purple platforms, and you're jumping, climbing ladders, and the ladders are looking weird. I mean, the middle ladders are just straight, and the outer ladders are like crossed. I mean, if there's a space on the left side of the ladder, then there's not a space on the right side. And why is that not in the middles, and why is it absolutely on the outside? Atari games make no sense at all. But I think I'm gonna buy the game for myself for the Atari with package and manual, and then oh boy, I want to see what it explains to you. You're this freaking stupid guy in a suit with a cap, and you gotta get up to the freaking atomic bird and save golden statues. So do it or fuck this game up, man. That's probably what is in the manual, because it makes no other sense. And the worst thing of all, the package of Pac-Kong shows like a transformer on the title, on the picture. I mean, Transformers. How could you use something cool like Transformers in a shitty game like that? And this Transformers like on the Mars or on another planet. What sense does that make? Transformers go to space next big event or what? Come on. So basically what this is, just they wanted to make a game that's cool, a platformer for Atari, but then they start mentioning, oh, we can't do that so well, we're just getting shitty freaking flicker shit game out of it, but we want to sell it. So what we do, we name it with two big cool items, Pac-Man and Donkey Kong together, and place a big robot on the front cover to make every parent clear, our kids want that. There's robots, it's got something to do with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. This is gonna be the best game they ever seen. But it's a turd, covered in vomit, covered in a cool package. So the fuck not play this game if you're not an absolutely Atari freak like me. Okay, this was a little hard. Let's give it a chance. So basically, jump detection is not that good at all, but if you get used to it, you can play this game. And here in stage 2, there's in the third layer, these big spaces. I swear you can't do that jump, but it's really challenging, and this is one of the games that pisses me just off enough that I don't want to throw it in the garbage. So it's challenge is a good thing, but it's a little too deep, but not extremely too deep. So it really pisses you off, but you want to play it again. Not like something like Ninja Gaiden or something, or Gaiden. But yeah, it's kind of fun. If the enemies were made a little better, not flickery, if there was more sensibility on imagination, like that you can see something really that makes sense. I mean, enemies that float and really don't know what they are. Could you just make like make them look like kind of space invaders? I mean, that you would have another game integrated, but then they just would look like some kind of alien thing, and you know, oh, that's an alien. But bananas or peppers and birds, which also could be just pixels, which makes no sense, is a little too weird. So with not that much flickering, better graphics, and a better goal. I mean, golden statues or 3 golden blobs stacked on together. Isn't there anything better you can imagine? Like, okay, maybe they didn't want to copy Donkey Kong that much, but if there was something more like a story in the game, that would be awesome. I mean, come on, it's not that hard just making some 2 levels before the real game that just tell you something about and what to do, and just press the button to get to the next thing with text. I mean, that's not too hard to make. I swear, I'm sure it's not hard to make just some levels where just text is. That's not too hard. And if they did that, this would be probably one of the first games that had it, and then this game would be really more awesome. Actually, if you play it for a while, it's getting kinda enjoyable and fun. But yeah, you know, and that way it's not that good. If you like Atari, buy it. If you like Atari platformers, buy it. If you like old school games, you might buy it. If you want a really good platformer, you better buy Super Mario Bros. For the NES. But if you just want to start an Atari collection, this thing is probably one of the best for you to go. It's not that extremely bad. You can play it after sitting in a while and playing it. You get to know how it works. But it's not that good. So it's not like a game like Donkey Kong or something. It's a rip-off. But the good thing, because of the name and the cool artwork, okay, not really cool. It doesn't look that good at all. But because of the interesting artwork on the front cover, many people buy it. So their marketing strategy succeeded. That means that you probably find many of these on eBay. It's a good thing. So basically, buy it if you like Atari, but if you want a good platformer, I said it, but buy another game, buy an NES. This is the side-scrolling era. Atari is more like the shooting era in space. But bye for now, and welcome to the next game.